space.
Oh my
cubes.
God.
Right. It's so good. They have their own special rice. It's amazing. Honestly, it's the best thing ever. But I know for a fact if I had that more than once, one, I'd be dead because my system can't handle the amount of spicy food that I ate as a teenager anymore. And two, I would hate it and I wouldn't want it anymore.
Exactly.
So that's why I hold off and just get it. Just that once. Just that New Year's Eve every year. It's my one thing I look forward to. To the point where I actually have the receipts taped to the bag. I'll peel that off and stick it to the inside door of one of the kitchen cupboards there. Just so I can look at it. Every now and again when I'm taking the plate out, I can look at it and go, December 31st, boy, I'm coming for you.
That's so sad.
But true.
When I was at university, Asda used to sell these little custard pies.
Yeah.
And you get the wee small ones, you know, the size of mince pies and stuff, and they're like 30p or whatever they were. And every now and again I would get one, and they were really, really nice. And then I was around one night doing the shopping and with my now wife, and they had like a really big one, like the size of an apple tart.
Oh.
And I was like, I am having that. And I bought it, I took it home, and I put it on the TV, and I ate it.
That was terrible.
And at the end, no, it was lovely.
Right.
But at the end of it, I was as sick as a dog.
Yeah,
And
you had
to
too
this
much
day,
of it.
I can't look at those.
Yeah, you ruined it.
Yeah, I completely ruined it.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening with cinema.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening with cinema.
It is indeed. It's because we're all gluttons now.
Yeah.
The people that are producing these movies are gluttons. The people that are watching them are gluttons.
Yeah.
Always hungry for more.
Yeah.
Now.
Yep, no, I think that's what I honestly
Like, just no one has any patience anymore. No one takes the time to actually refine something before they release it.
Yep,
It's
completely
just,
agree.
it's all fast food. There's no restaurants anymore.
Yeah. No steaks, just shitty burgers.
No steaks, just kebabs, burgers,
Yeah.
chips, fries. And the great thing is, whenever you compare a good quality, say, home-cooked meal to a McDonald's, like, it has serious ill effects on your health. I mean, look at me. This is a body built on KFCs and Burger Kings and all, like, you know. Like, the same thing happens with entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time that one of those Marvel movies made you think?
Never.
Actually question the way that you see the world? Maybe the closest one was Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah.
But aside from that, it's all
That was
popcorn.
the last one that felt like a real movie.
Yeah, but the rest of them are just all popcorn and bubblegum nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, say what you like about the DC movies, but at least some of them have a little bit of weight to them.
Well, yeah.
Makes you question things, makes you question your own universe, makes you question the universe that those characters live and breathe in. But it's just, I genuinely dread to think what this is doing to future generations. Because they're not using their own minds anymore. It's a form of brainwashing.
There was a poll on Twitter, one of the big sites had up, I can't remember who it was, and it was, if you had a choice in the rest of your life, you could only watch movies that you've already seen, or new movies that you haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
What would you pick?
Yeah, you would pick the movies you've already seen.
Overwhelmingly, it was movies we'd already seen.
Yeah.
And like out of thousands of votes, it was like 90% of people were like movies we've already seen. Because I think people are just, you know, when was the last time, I'm looking forward to Joker, when was the last time you were really excited for a movie?
I genuinely can't remember.
I can't remember.
I genuinely can't. Right, okay. Iron Man came out in 2008. I was one of the first people sitting in the seats in the cinema. I couldn't wait for this movie to come out. Because I'd been a big Iron Man fan ever since I was a kid. I had that terrible Tony Stark action figure that had, like, Joe, like the weird, it was almost like a little love heart type of face mask that popped off.
Right.
I had one of those.
Yeah, like the Secret Wars one.
Yeah, I had one of those, and I absolutely loved it. And I saw the trailer, and I was so ready for it. I sat down and watched it, and I loved it. It's now got to the stage where a Marvel movie is almost like a guarantee now. So, what's the point in getting excited? You know it's coming. You know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, say back in the day, I'm pretty sure for yourself, like, whenever you sat down and you watched Ghostbusters as a kid, and you're like, oh my god, this is class, it's one of my favourite movies, it's wonderful. Then you heard the announcement, be it through a newspaper or through a news report or whatever, or playground rumour, that there's a Ghostbusters 2. There's going to be a Ghostbusters 2. And you felt, yes! Oh my god, I can't believe it! They're finally making a Ghostbusters 2!
Yeah.
This is class! And it gets you excited for it. Batman, there's another prime example.
Batman 89.
Batman 89. Look at the hype.
You cannot underestimate how big and important Batman 89 was.
Yeah,
the
everyone was
world
talking about it.
changed with Batman 89. I can't remember anything like that.
Yeah, it was a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Whereas with this day and age, just everything is so stagnant. Everything has just stood still, and we can't get excited for anything anymore.
No.
There's not a single thing that I'm excited for.
But it gets back to the root of all evil, which we've talked about before, social media.
Yeah.
It's all about social media. Oh, here's the new trailer. Here's the making of. Here's an interview. Here's rumours.
I know, but even still, we had that sort of stuff back in the day.
But not anywhere near.
I know not to this level, but I mean, I remember watching like stuff for, I forget which movie it was, might have been one of the Jurassic Park sequels. Do you remember Movies, Games and Videos?
Yeah.
On Saturdays on ITV. I remember sitting and watching that. Yeah. I would watch that religiously, going like, "Oh my god, this new Tomb Raider game looks class," or "Oh, this movie looks amazing." I remember
Movies, Games and Videos. There used to be a late night version of it, but it wasn't. What was it called? It was like a late night movie show, but it was like the top 10 movies. It might have actually been America's top 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
But every 2 or 3 movies that have shown like clips or something of it.
Oh yeah.
And I remember when I was studying for my GCSEs, I was watching it. I think it was my GCSEs, and because you don't know, you're sitting up all night doing art projects and crap.
Oh god, yeah.
And it was on, and it had that clip from Batman Forever, where he comes through the glass.
Yeah.
And Riddler's like, "Your entrance was good. His was better."
Yeah.
And I remember like Batman came through, and he opened his wings and he landed into the waterfall on the fountain, and that's all there was. That was it.
Yeah.
And I remember I'd recorded it, and I watched that clip 100 times because it was just like I remember thinking, that's Batman, like the way he comes in and he opens his wings and stuff, like that's proper comic book Batman. But it was just that way, and now it's like, here's the 25th, here's the international trailer, here's the 10th TV
That's something that's ruining it. Yeah.
And like at that point, I had that
one little
15
sliver.
Seconds.
Yeah.
And I was pacing the kitchen floor, rewinding, watching, going, oh my god, that's the Riddler, that's Two-Face, that's Batman. And it was just,
I actually can't. I know I've done that for movies, like where you get a little clip on Movies, Games and Videos, or maybe there's a little clip on the news or something, and you've taped it and you just watch it back and watch it back and watch it back. Maybe for the first Harry Potter movie, because I know there was like a lot of coverage on that, on like Newsround had a whole big thing, like an entire week of interviewing the cast and stuff. I think for one of the Bond movies, it was World Is Not Enough or something like that. Like I have old videotapes sitting in there where I've taped it and taped interviews with the cast and everything, but there really is just nothing like that anymore. Do you know, I genuinely think the one thing that killed The Amazing Spider-Man for me was Sony's egregious marketing of it.
Okay.
Do you remember when Amazing Spider-Man was coming out, like they had a trailer every day of the week?
I don't really, to be honest.
Right, I'll tell you how bad it got. It got to the stage where someone, and I know we reported this, we actually put this on Following the Nerd, someone took all the clips,
like an hour and a half movie, or
edited the movie together out of all the clips that had come out so far.
Amazing Spider-Man? Is that what that
was Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah,
the first one. I think that's what killed the movie for me, because I found it so boring going in to watch it, knowing what happened.
Do you know, just talking about Amazing Spider-Man, I watched. You know, sometimes you just get a wee idea in your head. I really want to watch it again.
Oh yeah.
I watched Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Right.
Again.
Yeah.
Last week. Now, admittedly, I watched it over 2 or 3 sittings. I watched half an hour here and half an hour there. And I really like that movie.
Fair enough.
I really like that movie. And I just the end of it with Gwen and with the setup like Goblin and everything else. And I remember at the time not liking the way Harry was done and stuff. But at the end of that movie, I'm just like, I really, really want the next movie. Like,
yeah,
I really want the next movie.
Ain't gonna happen.
But it just, because I watched it, and like when Gwen dies, and then you have Harry, and then it shows Mr. Fierce. Is it Mr. Fierce? Is that what you call him,
Mr. Sinister? Mr.
Sinister, where he was. Is that what he's called, Mr. Sinister?
Mr. Sinister.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, but where he's walking through, and you see like Doc Ock's arms, and you see Vulture's wings, and you see Rhino, and I just watching it again in hindsight, it's really, really, really good. What are you doing?
I'm just looking it up.
It's not Mr. Sinister, it's Mr. Fierce or something like that. It's Mr. I can't remember.
Hang on.
Awkward pause, edit this out.
Mr. Fierce. Was it the gentleman?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Fierce.
Mr. Fierce. But it's actually a really, really good movie when you watch it. Like,
yeah,
it is a really good movie. I know the shoehorned in this and the shoehorned in that. I know they did, and it's there, and you can't give it. But at the heart of it, it's a really, really good movie. Andrew Garfield is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He is Spider-Man. And Gwen, what do you call her? Gwen Stacy?
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy was just perfect.
Yeah.
She's beautiful, she's funny, she's smart, she's everything that she needs to be. Andrew Garfield, I still think is perfect. The scene with Aunt May, where Aunt May thinks he's, you know... Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. Subtly tell me this.
We're running out of space.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I would like to see Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
And I'm actually quite looking forward to see what Sony does with Spider-Man.
Well, you know, fingers crossed that they don't screw it up again this time.
Right, okay.
Marvel are going to get the rights back, aren't they? Anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody's going to buy Sony.
Oh, God.
What'll happen to Spider-Man then? Actually, not Spider-Man, to Ghostbusters.
Marvel will have it. There'll be new Ghostbusters movie every 5 minutes.
Marvel has Ghostbusters. Oh, the Disney Plus series.
Disney Plus series.
No episodes.
Yeah. Oh, they'll do an all-female reboot. Oh no, sorry, wait, that's been done.
Again.
Oh God.
Anyway, so that's the big story. George Lucas wasn't happy with what happened with his franchise, and I can understand that.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I would be super pissed as well because it's very devious.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
They weren't honest with him. They weren't fully honest with him. They didn't say, okay, look, we're buying your ideas, we'll look through them, there may be a chance that we don't use these. And instead they left him with the belief that, oh my God, like, yes, I'm done with Star Wars, but my ideas live on through Disney of all people.
Do you think, and I was thinking of this as well, do you think, is that why Mark Hamill was so annoyed as well? Mark Hamill knew where Lucas was going to go with the story?
Yeah, I would say that has a big contributing factor
and
to it.
That he had an Obi-Wan type role to play?
It's that scene from that chat show that keeps popping up. Joe, whenever he's saying, like, I think it's whenever Return of the Jedi comes out, he says, George has an idea, it'll be around 2011, I'll come back as the Obi-Wan character.
Yeah.
So I think he knew from then.
That he was coming back.
Yeah. And then he comes back and they just piss all over his character.
And then
I'd be pretty pissed off too.
The next scene is whenever Ryan Johnson's talking about how he subverted and he didn't go, and it just cuts to Mark Hamill and he looks like he just wants to put a shotgun in his mouth.
Yeah. Well, better than that than weird alien tit milk.
Okay, right, for all these news and lots more, you can go to followingthenerd.com. You can get us on Facebook at facebook.com/followingthenerd. You can tweet at nerdfollowing. And if you want more of this head kiss, where do they find you?
Oh, they'll find me in the loony bin, otherwise known as YouTube. youtube.com/votesaxon07. That's the channel.
And you're doing your robots thing
Day-to-day.
with Anthony?
Yes, we're currently reviewing BattleBots on a show called The Drop Zone. We'll be covering BuggleBots, which is a fan web series that was very expertly put together by some awesome people. We'll be hopefully reviewing that at some point soon. Doctor Who Series 3 we're going to start and try and get that out of the way before Christmas. Meanwhile, over on Anthony's channel we're doing Antweight Anarchy. We have a special that's literally in the final stage of editing. We're just waiting on our graphics guy getting back to us. Then after that, boom, that goes out. We have plans to film more stuff in November.
Okay.
Which is going to be very exciting that I can't talk about because there's people involved.
Oh.
That's going to be a bit of a surprise. But then after that, Series 2 gets into full swing. So that'll definitely be out by this time next year.
Happy days. And I say we're going to have to try and get the Robot Wars stuff on to follow them there.
Yeah, 100%. Far away. Just take the link, stick it in the thing, and just off you go.
Right, that's us. Until next time, whenever we get a chance to do this show again, which could be next week, next month, sometime before Christmas. Or maybe even next year.
Yeah, there you go.
I have been Mark.
I have been Saxon.
And until next time, may your gods go with you. Good night, everyone.
Cheery bye.